Why so serious? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, Serious Nation? It's your guy, Serious Mindset, or Serious Lanes, back with another video. And as you see, we're in a little small little setup away from the original setup when I first started doing this type of content, specifically about box trucking. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're interested in certain vlogs about box trucking, and then occasionally I drop a couple of car videos, but stay tuned for that. And then in general, we talk about I vlog my actual trucking business and where I've been going thus far. Um, Look, at the end of the day, make sure you drop that fire emoji right after Watch So Serious in the comment section. If you can't do the thumbs up, or just do both. At the end of the day, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But shout out as well to my veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for those that are currently serving active duty. Thank you for your service as well. I'm a veteran. So let's get to it. We did our intro. We did everything. So if you have a Hino, your cousin got a Hino, your other cousin or your neighbor, whatever, hey, make sure you take it to a reputable certified Hino dealership, all right? And the reason why I say this is because it's going to save you thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. Now, at this time, it's Tuesday, August the 22nd that I'm dropping this video, 2023. So I don't know how long this program is going to last, or I know how long it's going to last based on what they told me, but I don't know if they changed things or whatnot. So this program is going to last until August the 31st, okay? So what this program is called is WEP. It's the Warranty Extended Program. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I get it. You're like, man, I don't have no warranty. I ain't got a warranty. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Calm down, calm down. That's okay. I didn't have a warranty either. So how I found out about it was I do a lot of my own service. So I went to go get a speed sensor. I was talking to the service lady and then the parts guy that was at the actual IP truck, and just having conversation and asking questions, blah blah blah. And he was like, "Hey, we offer we have a promotion for a free oil change. See, free oil change. I don't know if y'all can see that. Free oil change, right?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I just did my own oil change. Spent about how much I spent? I think I spent about $150 to do my own oil change. I think so, between filters, oil filter. Then you have to. What I do is I do the air. But anyway, and then he was like, "Yeah, we have this other program called WEP. And what WEP does is he asked me, "Are you having problems with your DPF?" I was like, "Huh?" He started drawing me in. I'm like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, you can qualify." He was like, "Well, talk to the service lady." Okay. As we get deep into this, so I pay for my part. I talk to the service lady. She gives me details about this bad boy. I don't know if that's blurry or not, but she gave me details about this bad boy. Now I'm gonna read it off to you because I want you all to know if you are on the road, make your way home. Go to your home because you never know, and I'm gonna give you this reason why. So with this Hino Warranty Advancement Program, what it basically covers is the DPF, everything concerning the DPF, everything. Why so serious? The NOx and your PM sensors, including your turbo and injectors. Now, that brings me to the next topic at hand. How do I know? He talking about this, but how do I know? I don't care if you think you know or not. At the end of the day, it's a free program. Yes, that means labor, that means parts. Now, there's a caveat. There's always a caveat, right? So, how you are able to distinguish if you qualify for this WEP program. And let me backtrack. I have a 2015 Hino 268A that I purchased from Ryder a year ago. I didn't buy the extended warranty because we already know the extended warranty is a hustle grab. So automatically I had to know that I was going to come out of money at some point in time. So During that point in time when I purchased them from Ryder, and then I have to put out this vlog as well, so make sure you subscribe to see what all happens in this. But I'm just summing it up. I did notice that it was drawing a lot of fuel, even though I was getting great miles per gallon. It was still eating up a lot of fuel. I also noticed heavy soot coming out the exhaust. Heavy soot, that black stuff. If you see them diesel trucks, just that's soot. That's that soot, right? So I did take it to another Hino dealership, and McKinney to be specific, IP Truck McKinney, and they priced out everything $9,000. Hold on, $9,000. So at this point, I just purchased the truck with a big down payment, and now you mean to tell me I have some failures between my injectors and to switch out everything, parts, labor, everything is gonna be around $9,000, including DPF, because the DPF filter is $4,000 if you didn't know. So this was a year ago. Come to now, being that it's August, by the graces, oh my goodness, I just saved over $11,000. Of course, it's a little bit more, and I'm gonna get into that. Now, how you know you qualify for this program is, for one, if you have heavy soot buildup around your exhaust. And how you know that, I have two tanks, one on the left side, one on the right side, right? Both for 50 gallon. So the tank that's on the exhaust that's on the right side, that that blowback goes, or that blowout goes and hits, that soot hits that tank. So all you see is black. Black. So embarrassing. Black. Okay? So the lady told me is how they are able to diagnose that is if they run a finger inside your exhaust. If you don't have that a tank, they run a finger in their exhaust, not straight through, but just a little snippet, just a little snippet, and they're able to see that black soot on there. So that's how you know you qualify. That's one way. A second way is if you do not have heavy soot deposits, or just sitting in that exhaust, they would charge you a diagnosis fee. That means you go into the shop, be like, hey, look, I want to see if I qualify, my truck qualifies for the WIP program. I need y'all to look at and evaluate everything. Um, Between that, they'll charge you that diagnosis, right? Which is, them evaluating your truck, running it through the system check, see if you had some type of failure or whatever. But you would have to pay that fee. I didn't have to pay a fee because you can tell by looking at my the deposits on, for one, my tank, and also she put her finger in there, and it was all black. It was all black. So that's how they knew that I had one of the symptoms of a failing system. So it's an either or thing, right? So either you have the deposit or you don't, and you're like, hey, look, I need y'all to look because I want to see if I'm having failures between my fuel injector system, or something going on with my DPF, or even your turbo. I don't know about the turbo, how they go about that or whatnot, because I don't have any issues with my turbo. Okay. Now, again, you will have to pay that if you don't have that buildup. I repeat, you will have to pay that if you don't have the heavy soot buildup within your exhaust. Okay. Now, to sum it up, it's been about a week that my truck has been at IP. And the reason why is because when I bought this truck at Ryder, this was a truck that was in Minnesota, had a lot of rust. So that means that it was rusted bolts. So the technician had trouble taking off the DPF filter. Okay. That means that the bolts were broken. Needless, no sugarcoating it. The bolts were broken, so they had to replace the bolts. No cost to me, no cost to me, because again, this is all a part of that Hino web program, right? Now, to this day now, what they discovered was another issue. So again, they did $11,000 of work. They just changed out some new injectors. They changed out my DPL filter. That's what we gonna do. Now, between everything and wait, okay, so they let me backtrack. So they did do the DPF. They took out the DPF system, which took them a while, but they also had to check my fuel injectors, right? So what they did was they did some type of analysis and they sent it over to Hino, and I guess they do some type of system check or whatever. And what happened is the results came back as I had some failing injectors. So that's how I was qualified to get the injector replacement, which is like $100 an injector, not including all the other snippet of parts. Now, when the technician did everything, um, they have to do a regen as well. So once they change out everything, they have to do a regen to make sure that everything is properly working, right? That's all you want them to do as well. I'm not talking about your mechanic that's down the street. We're talking about a reputable Hino dealership, right? And what they discovered is my truck could not regen. It did not want to regen. And the reason why is because they discovered that I had a coolant, I think it was a coolant sensor that prevented the Hino from regenning. So, long story short, they found, they peeled off a band aid, which is, my DPF injector system issue, and now they found another issue that would have to be out of cost to me. The part is $40. Um, they had to do a diagnosis, so I had to pay for that. Um, and then of course labor. And when I talked to her earlier, she said that was right under $300, right? So I'm gonna give you this, right? Let's just say they did everything and they put the system together and they did a regen. I didn't have to come out $11,000, right? But the fact that they did all that, and I'm coming out at $300 because that's what the check faulty, because he had did a systems check, right? Because he was like, why is it not regenerating? So he plugged up to the computer. Oh well, coolant sensor, right? So that's how they were able to distinguish that. So once they button up everything, coming out of pocket looks like I might have to pay $300 with tax included. So 270 taxes, whatever, $300. But I wanted to give y'all this actual uh story to let you all know, if you have a cousin, if you own a truck, a Hino truck, Hino specifically. I don't know any other program that's doing this. I haven't heard of this before. I asked around. I don't know no other manufacturer that's doing this. And y'all might be saying, why are they doing this? Why? It's because they want the data. They want the data. Hino, Hino is very. That's what I admire about Hino, the customer service. The customer service. I'm not talking about your mechanic that's down the street that said he specialized in Hino, whatever, whatever. We talking about a reputable, certified Hino service company, dealership, whatever you want to take. Okay. So they actually are paying for the data, because remember I told you they took data from my fuel injectors, and then I think they did a DPF data analysis as well. And that I'm assuming they're going to take that into how their their future trucks are going to perform or whatnot. So again, it's Tuesday, August the 22nd, 2023. You have, how many more days you have? How many more days you have? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. So you have two, four, six, eight, 9. So you have 9 more days to get your truck to a reputable Hino dealership to see if you qualify for this program. Now, if you live in Dallas specifically, I do know that they have Hino and IP in Fort Worth, IP Louisville. That's where my truck is at. And then you have IP McKinney. Again, I would recommend that you actually call them to see if they actually do the Hino web program. So again, there you go. Here's the actual flyer. I don't know. It's not showing well. It's not showing well. I got too much of a light glare. But there you go. So as you can see, the Hino web program. So again, this is all free. So this is all free. free of charge. And I had to say the same thing, free of charge. So you mean to tell me I can get a free turbo? Yes. Again, all my costs came up to close to around $11,000 for free. So even if you don't have any issues, you never know when that DPF system is going to go out. So make sure you take care of that. So I just wanted to put this service announcement out there. If you have a Hino, make sure you check that out. And I'm sitting on the sideline. It's been about a week, but within this week, it's giving me time to analyze my transportation business. So thanks to Mark the Mentor. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. If you haven't watched that testimonial video, it was one of those humbling experiences, needless to say. But I'm not gonna drag you on. Share this video. Let me know if you have any issues. I want to know your story. If you need a contact, what's her name? Oh man, I don't have her name. So contact the IP truck in Louisville if you're in Dallas, and then ask for Miss Julia. Ask for Miss Julia. Tell her Kobe sent. Not Lanes. They don't know me by Lanes, but they know Kobe. Kobe. So at the end of the day, if this helped you out, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. At the end of the day, stay motivated, stay serious. Why so serious?
Let's get it, man.